All right, guys. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to raise successful kids. Um, First off, I have kids. They're pretty well-rounded, pretty successful. They're still young. Well, one of them's young. One of them's, going through high school and stuff like that. But they're pretty good. You got a good head on their shoulders. But that's why I kind of talk about this, talk on some authority. But how to raise successful kids, one thing is to promote education that pays off. Strive for them to make good grades, expect it, demand it out of them. But then at the same time, when they do well, reward them for it. So, for example, my daughter, when she gets paid once a semester, at the end of the semester, her semester average, if she makes 100 in a class, she gets $100. And if she made 100 in each class, she would get, these payment options. You get $100, and you don't have to do 100, you can do 10 or I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to do. But it doesn't even have to be money. It could be, you get to go to whatever place you want to be. You want to go to a concert. You want to go to a special restaurant or take a little trip somewhere. You don't have to be a big trip, just something little. But anyways, if she makes an A, you get paid $100. If you make 95 to a 99, you get $20. $50. If you get 90 to a 94, you get $20. Anything less than A, you don't get paid for. Average kids make B's and C's. So we're not paying you to be average. We want you to be good. So we're rewarding you for being good. If you make D's, you're getting grounded. Like spankings, grounding, whatever I feel like, whatever works, and you got to know your kid, whatever works. Take away their iPhones and iPads and shit, like whatever works. But you want to promote education and not just you want them to go and do well in their classes and take classes that are going to get them into a good college and stuff like that. But I think too many kids go to college and they don't know even remotely what they are going to go to college for, what they're going to get a degree in and stuff like that. And they're just basically racking up student debt or having mommy and daddy pay for tuition, and they're just wasting it. So first 2 years, if you want to take just your core classes, that's fine. But after 2 years, you better have a damn good idea. As a matter of fact, you better have a pretty good idea before you even go to college. Because if you go to college with no idea, I ain't paying for shit. And I'll suggest to them that they don't go. If you're just like, well, I'm going to college and I'll figure it out, that drifting bullshit ain't going to get you nowhere. What you need to do is be and getting, so many people have a degree in psychology for 4 years that they never use, or just a degree in business that they never use and stuff like that. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to go have a career, not a job, a career in something that has to have a degree: lawyer, doctor, engineer, architect, I don't know, whatever. Something that has to have a degree in it, right? But you want to push them and say look, don't just go and get a shitload of student debt and waste time when, if you're just going to be a real estate agent, you could have gone and got a certificate and been working for 4 years making money versus 4 years of making debt. So promote education that pays off. Number 2 is promote family. You have to have loyalty to your family. You have to have duty to your family. You have to have obligations to your family. You want them to have those things, so they think about their ancestors before them and what they went through for you to be here, and that you want their future kids and grandkids and great grandkids, and for when you're the ancestor to look back and go, man, look at all the shit Ryan did. Look, man, it's awesome. So really promote family. It gives them a sense of belonging. It also gives them a purpose to strive, to keep going, even when they want to quit. Promote health. I believe in teaching kids how to eat properly. Don't just be like, hey, here's some KFC and some McDonald's. No, eat up, fatty. And don't get me wrong, McDonald's and KFC, it's delicious and it's fine every once in a while, but if you're one of those families that just go in and getting buckets of chicken and a bunch of burgers every day for dinner, you're not, providing nutrition for your family. You're just providing calories. That's it. You're just shoving food in their stupid little faces. And that's why I see so many fat kids, obese kids these days. They're just eating a bunch of crap and sitting on the couch playing video games and social media and porn and all that other stuff. Teach them, to prioritize their protein, to count their macros and weigh things out and track their calories, and to exercise, weightlifting, or maybe not weightlifting, maybe just even, some body weight exercises, just good old school push-ups, squats, toe raises, and sit-ups, dips and pull-ups, just some body weight stuff, some calisthenics, and some cardio, running, swimming, walking, whatever, biking. And you can make it fun. It doesn't all have to just be like grind, work. You can make exercising and dieting fun. And people think dieting as in not eating too much. Dieting is everything you eat. If you're dieting and having a calorie deficit, that's when people are like, fuck, can't eat as much. I can't shove food in my stupid face. Also, teach them about finances. Okay, you want to go get a job, the best paying job you possibly can. You want to get, a good paying job. And if they don't pay you what you're worth, to go somewhere that will, to get promotions, to climb corporate ladders, to start their own business, but also to save, 10% of their paycheck every week and set that aside for savings so they can then use that money to invest and then one day start their own business or buy their own house or something. Teach them that debt is slavery, teach them not to do, wasteful spending, or as little as possible. We all waste money. Trust me, we all waste money. But, if you cut down on quit going out to eat so much and, don't buy beer and alcohol and drugs and tattoos and piercings and stupid clothes and gambling and, all that shit, everything in moderation. I like to drink beer, but can't be drinking that shit every day. I like to gamble, but that's a once in every 5 year kind of type deal. And even then I'm just here's $100, $200. And once that's gone, I'm done. I'm really here just for the experience. Maybe go see some shows and eat some good restaurants or something. But teach them financial responsibility. So they're not one of these little whiny babies that are like, oh, look at all the rich people, all the haves, and I'm a have not. Give me. I need to be dependent on somebody else or the government or something. No. Teach them how to be financially responsible and financially successful. That way they can be the masters of their own destiny. You also want to teach them some hardships, some sacrifices. Now, a really good way is a lot of these people who are real rich, they don't know anything about sacrificing. So the first time something bad happens to them, they get super depressed and I want to kill myself and blah, blah, blah. Well, if they had ever exercised and really kind of pushed themselves hard, they'd go, well, you know what? I've been where I wasn't the strongest or the fastest before. And I know how to work hard and struggle and overcome. So at the very least, you can teach them struggle through exercising. But, if you're a millionaire or billionaire, you don't have to send your kids to fancy vacations and, get them all the nicest and newest things and stuff. You can live like a normal person, so they feel, and just stockpile that money, so they can feel like a normal person, and so they can know how to struggle to, what it's like to not have everything just at your hand. So then when they grow up and they get stuff, they're like, oh shit, I have all this money. And then they turn around and go, wait, my parents had a shit ton of money and they didn't live that way. What did they do with all their money? And then they're retired early and you're like, oh, I get it. Okay. So, teach them how to sacrifice. Even if it's just, hey, put the fork down, fatty. Like, you don't have to shovel food in your stupid fat face, in your stupid gullet, and just scarfing things down as fast as you can. Build them to have trust. You want to be a disciplinarian when you have to and stuff, and when you have to be kind of mean and tough, but also you want to build trust. You want them to be able to come to you with problems when they actually have a real fucking problem. So you want them to, trust you. And the way to do that is to not just belittle them and beat their ass every time they do something wrong. Use it as a teaching moment. And I remember sometimes those teaching moments are ass beating moments, but and then when they get older, like, you'll have a friend. You won't have, someone who despises you and just wants to throw you in an old folks home as fast as they fucking can. And spend quality time with them. That's a big one. Spend quality time with them. I don't even care if it's just going to the grocery store. My grandpa once told me something that kind of stuck with me is, just take your kids everywhere you go. You go to the movies, take them to the movies. You go to the grocery store, take them to the grocery store. You go to the gym, take them to the gym. You go mow the yard, they go mow the yard. Fix car, they fix the car. Like, quality time. It doesn't have, not everything has to be fun, exciting, and super awesome, happy fun time all the time. But, and here's another big one is fostering curiosity. Ask them questions. And I want to say they call that oh my God, what's that Greek philosopher's name? Socrates. The Socratic method is to ask people questions to pique their curiosity. Like, well, what do you think that is? Well, why do you think that is? Well, how can we do this? Da, 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 da. And let them just kind of stew on it and think about it. Ask them questions. Don't just give them all the information. Of course, this also goes back to, creating, sacrifice and hardships, because then they got to go, oh no, well, what do you think? Give me an answer, even if it's wrong. Because if it's wrong, then I can say, no, this is the way. Or, yeah, you could do it that way, but this is a better way. Something like that. Culture. You want to teach them, like, this is our culture, we're white, we're black, we're Hispanic, we're Asian, we're English, we're French, we're German, we're Chinese, we're Mexican, we're whatever. You want to teach them culture because then you have another belonging, not to just family, but now there's this bigger sense of belonging, right? You belong to a bigger group. Once you realize that, then it's an even bigger circle, a sphere of people that you can't let down, like your friends, your family, stuff like that. Now you got a whole culture of people you can't let down. You've got to do it for them, you want to be the shining example. Religion, teach them about your religion, whether you're Christian or Muslim or Jewish or whatever. You want to teach them about your religion. One, a lot of kids who are religious have a inner peace. A lot of people who are atheists and stuff have anxiety and depression and shit like that. Now, I'm not saying be, a radical, religious person. I believe more in the idea of spirituality than religion. I don't like just saying like putting myself in a box and saying I am Christian and I do everything Christians do and da 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 da. Like I believe in the way of Christianity and like the Ten Commandments and the Bible as being a general book of guidelines to live by and stuff like that. And then again, you're like, oh shit, I have an even bigger group of people that I have to be a shining example for. And the last thing is, if you want to have good kids, is to be judgmental. Not of your kids, but of other people outside your family. Be like, who is that? What are they doing? Where are they going? Why are they here? You're protecting your kids from outside failures. Now, once you find out that that person's okay, or that thing's okay, or that place is okay, all right, fine. Then you can kind of like, kind of give them a little more rope, just give them a little more freedom, a little more, slack. But, kids are dumb, man. Kids will just look at shiny objects and be like, ooh, pretty. Like, what if that shiny object is drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever. Like, you have to protect them. And the only way to do that is to be judgmental. So, question everybody around them. Who are they? What are they doing? Where are they going? Why? How they get that money? Like everything. So it's hard. It's just like owning a business or working out. It's a constant grind that never stops till you die. But if you can keep pushing, you'll be one of the greats. And then good parents get promoted to grandparents. And if you're lucky enough, you get to be a great grandparent. I'm wondering what that's like. I'm still wondering what being a grandpa is like. But anyways, so, all right, guys, subscribe, share, comment, like every day. Just trying to be stronger, smarter, and richer. Let's go.